NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the Judicials. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense will get the ball first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
On second down, read option to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent... Before the defense gets him down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They want to run this quarterback. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know your deficiencies. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback will keep it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the big fullback. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. NC State now operating from the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, NC State!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And some room to work. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the judicials will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touch! North Carolina State!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Big fullback's got it. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, though.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Boom. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Now on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down.
Open field on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 24 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Judicials racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Hines is big tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here's the heat. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fullback's got it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Judicials will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Boston. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got his man quickly. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at... One with a 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Black. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to slam in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his man. It's made. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Buckley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Buckley. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Boston. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll bring it out. It's low. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the offense will take over.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in game.
Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now.
Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the back. Got room to work. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough space. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.